Hi and welcome to my June book haul. I really need to start putting up some stuff in the background there. I filmed my previous book haul ages ago, so I had to go watch that back, figure out what was in it, and then see what new books I had in since then. Also, because I moved in between those two, I think I managed to sort of put all the new ones in one box. Let's see what we have. All of the books in this video are pretty much review copies or from work because obviously as I was moving I was mostly getting rid of books and not buying new ones. I'm gonna start with this one, I'm really excited about it. It is Record of a Spaceborn Few by Becky Chambers, the title is on here, and the quote that it has on it says, "From the ground we stand, from our ship we live, by the stars we hope." She's the author of The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, and I'm pretty sure this can be read totally separately. And this is coming out July 26th, and I'm also trying to see if I might be able to do an interview with this author for a podcast that I'm doing. That was very vague. More info on that soon. And this is about an Exodus fleet who I think have left Earth behind. It says humanity has finally been accepted into the galactic community. Let's do a graphic novel. This is called The Best We Could Do, and it is an illustrated memoir. Fairly certain this was up for one of the GoodReads awards for like best graphic novel, and it's the story of a family's journey from Vietnam to their new lives in America. I'll show you one page to have a bit of an idea of what it looks like on the inside. The next one's a bit of a wild card, but I'm intrigued. It is The Extinction Trials, The Hunger Games meets Jurassic Park. The second one of this is coming out soon, but I hadn't read the first one yet, so I asked if I could read the first one first, obviously. I love dinosaurs and anything to do with dinosaurs, and I love the Hunger Games, so this just piqued my interest. Then there's a really nice proof copy of The Way Past Winter by Karen Millwood Hargrave. And let me see, so she is the author of The Girl of Ink and Stars, which I haven't read. She's also the author of The Island at the End of Everything, which I mentioned, I think, in January, and I really enjoyed. I don't think this one is YA, it's slightly younger, so it says it's 9+. It has a little drawing here as well of what I think the cover will look like. I think this will be a really quick read, but after reading The Bear and the Nightingale, I was up for something else that kind of had that similar atmosphere. And this won't be out until October 4th, so I've got plenty of time to read it. Then there is The Night of the Party by Tracy Matthias, and this is a Brexit YA novel. So I heard the author speak about this book when I was at an event, and she sort of said that she started writing this before Brexit seemed like it was going to be a reality. And I think it's a little bit like alternative history. Sort of the cover of it and the setup of it reminded me a lot of The Big Lie by Julie Mayhew, which I've talked about loads. But it says, after withdrawing from the EU, Britain is governed by the party, and everyone born outside of the country is subject to immediate arrest and deportation. Failing to report illegals is a crime. Obviously, you know I love dystopia, so very curious about this one. Then two more. This one I got from work is The Girl Who Smiled Beads, a story of war and what comes after. And it looks like this. Is this a proof? This is a proof copy, but I think the finished one looks pretty similar. I guess this would categorize as a memoir, and it's a story of Clementine, who wandered with her sisters through 7 African countries in search of safety for 6 years. And then when she was 12, she was granted refugee status in the United States. And she's gone on to do all of these incredible things, and this is her story. And then finally, one that I already know which video it will end up in, which is They Told Me I Would Love It If I Liked The Handmaid's Tale. It's called Vaux. Silence can be deafening. This is a world in which women can only speak 100 words a day. Otherwise, you basically get like temporarily electrocuted. Pretty simple setup, but I'm very intrigued to see what the execution of it is, and this is out in August. I think also what's really interesting about this, there's a letter from the author in the front, and she studied linguistics and so has read a lot about children growing up not learning language and what effect that has on people. So that's, I think, where this idea comes from. Alright, that was it for my June book haul. Links to all the books, as usual, will be in the description. Those are very loud birds. If you've already read any of these, do let me know what you thought about them in a comment below, and I'll see you soon. Doei!